The world stopped when Angelina Jolie stepped onto the streets of Paris, but it wasn't for the reasons we expected. Gone was the untouchable icon, replaced by a hauntingly fragile figure that has left fans asking, has the decade-long war finally broken Hollywood's fiercest survivor? A visual shock in the City of Light. The international entertainment world was recently jolted by Angelina Jolie's deeply unexpected appearance at a commercial event in Paris. For over 2 decades, Jolie has served as the eternal symbol of unshakable Hollywood glamour, a perfect blend of fierce elegance and commanding screen presence. However, as she stepped out sporting a sharp platinum blonde bob for her upcoming film Couture, the public reaction wasn't the usual praise. It was a collective, audible gasp of concern. That drastic hair transformation was merely the tip of the iceberg for what fans perceived as a total shift in her visual identity. The internet immediately erupted into intense debate, questioning if the figure they saw was truly the icon they had long idolized, or someone now trapped within the fading shadows of her former self, struggling under an invisible weight. A worrying aura of profound exhaustion. It wasn't just the dramatic hair change that triggered a frenzy across social media. It was the unsettling aura radiating from the star's entire being. The radiant confidence that usually commands every room seemed to have evaporated, leaving behind an impression of vulnerability never seen before. Observers noted her unusually hollowed features, lethargic eyes, and a visibly frail frame that signaled a deep physical and mental depletion. Comment sections across digital platforms rapidly shifted from casual celebrity gossip to genuine, heartfelt alarm. The question, "What happened to Angelina?" dominated the public narrative, painting a picture of a woman who, despite being at the peak of her professional career, appeared to be carrying a life burden far too heavy to be hidden from the world's relentless cameras any longer. Method acting or a real-life breaking point? Speculation has begun to swirl regarding whether this shocking transformation is the result of total dedication to her craft or a reflection of a real personal crisis. As an actress known for deep method acting, Jolie might simply be draining her physical energy for her roles in Couture and Anxious People simultaneously. However, many suspect that what we are witnessing is the cumulative aftermath of an extraordinarily taxing decade. Her brave medical history, from preventative mastectomies to ovarian surgeries, coupled with the emotional drain of the most bitter divorce in modern history, creates a complex portrait of a warrior reaching her nadir. This is no longer just about a new look for a film role. It is about a body bearing witness to the relentless storms she has weathered, finally showing the cracks of a long and difficult journey. Legal burdens draining every ounce of energy. To understand the exhaustion etched into Angelina Jolie's face, one must look beneath the surface and examine the legal weight she has carried for 8 years. The dissolution of her marriage to Brad Pitt was not just the end of a romance, but the beginning of a complex, adversarial dismantling of a massive familial and financial empire. Since their initial 2016 separation, Jolie has been trapped in a never-ending cycle of court filings, stalled negotiations, and relentless public scrutiny. These legal battles have unfolded on 2 grueling fronts: sensitive child custody issues and the complex disentanglement of shared assets like the Miraval estate. Living in a state of perpetual legal limbo means her nervous system is never allowed to fully reset, creating a state of chronic fatigue that has finally manifested in her public physical appearance. Trapped in an endless judicial labyrinth. Navigating the family court system is universally acknowledged as one of the most psychologically taxing experiences anyone can endure, even for a global icon. It requires an individual to remain tethered to the most painful chapters of their past, repeatedly revisiting old wounds and defending their character in a highly formalized, hostile environment. For Jolie, every new legal motion or leaked document serves as a trigger, pulling her back into a state of constant hypervigilance. Psychologically, mental bandwidth required to strategize with legal teams and process complex financial paperwork leaves very little room for personal peace or the restorative rest she so clearly needs. Financial pressure behind the Hollywood luxury.
Behind the scenes of high-end living lies the staggering financial reality of sustained Hollywood-tier litigation for nearly a decade. Retaining elite legal counsel across multiple international jurisdictions requires an astronomical expenditure, a pressure rarely imagined by the general public. While Jolie is undeniably wealthy, the continuous bleeding of resources to fund these legal battles is a massive, invisible source of stress. The dispute over Chateau Miraval, a lucrative business and historic property, further complicates her financial autonomy, as significant assets are often frozen or contested in international courts. The burden of managing a ballooning legal budget while trying to secure her family's financial future in a rapidly changing entertainment industry is a heavy weight that she must carry entirely on her own shoulders. A single anchor for 6 young lives.
Compounding the relentless legal and financial pressure is Jolie's profound responsibility as the primary anchor for her 6 children. Raising a large family is a monumental task under ideal circumstances, but navigating single motherhood amidst a highly publicized, acrimonious divorce requires staggering emotional endurance. Maddox, Pax, Zahara, Shiloh, Knox, and Vivian have all grown from childhood into young adulthood under the glare of this ongoing family fracture. As their primary caregiver, Jolie has had to absorb not only her own grief and anxiety, but also the complex emotional responses of 6 different individuals processing the dismantling of their family unit. She has been tasked with creating a sanctuary of stability while the very foundation of their family life is being publicly debated before the eyes of the entire world. A protective shield against a vicious spotlight. Jolie's emotional labor as a mother also includes the heavy duty of shielding her children from the often sensationalized and invasive media coverage surrounding their parents' legal wars. This requires constant vigilance in managing their environment, curating their internet exposure, and offering emotional reassurance when painful headlines inevitably breach their inner circle. As her children grow, their needs become increasingly complex as they navigate identity formation and the transition into adulthood. She does all of this while maintaining a demanding career as a director and actress, all while managing her own personal legal burdens. Being the parent who is consistently present for daily logistics, emotional crises, and moments of vulnerability means her own needs are perpetually relegated to the background, with no off-shift. The physiology of surviving an emotional marathon. When you synthesize these factors, a decade of legal entanglement, financial drain, the impossibility of closure, and the relentless duty of anchoring 6 children, her physical appearance ceases to be a mystery. The visible fatigue, significant weight loss, and the loss of her characteristic radiance are not signs of a mysterious decline, but a logical, human, physiological response to a prolonged state of survival. Jolie is a woman who has been running an emotional and legal marathon for 8 years without a finish line in sight. Her body simply reflects the level of oxidative stress and adrenal fatigue typically experienced by those in prolonged conflict zones. What we saw in Paris are the remaining energy reserves of a warrior who is still being forced to stand tall despite being pushed to her absolute physical limits. Extraordinary resilience amidst the storm. Ultimately, what is truly shocking is not the fact that Angelina Jolie looks exhausted, but the fact that she is still standing and moving forward.
In the midst of a legal and emotional storm that would have broken most people years ago, she continues to work, direct films, educate her children, and fulfill her humanitarian commitments. Her different appearance may reflect the battle scars she has earned, but it also serves as a testament to her extraordinary resilience as a mother and an artist. Her decision to move away from Los Angeles for the tranquility of Europe and Cambodia suggests a deliberate shift in her life path toward healing. While the world is shocked by her new look, history may record this moment not as a sign of her fall, but as a painful transitional phase toward her new evolution as a global icon.